Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for our Saturday evening episode of Unscripted Sports Podcast. We're sponsored by BS3 Radio with Spreaker and Northeast Streaming Sports. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you like and share the show, and we love to get your comments and your interaction. It makes our show great. You can also find us on YouTube. Look under Unscripted under any of the guys' names, and you can find our shows plus all the other things that these guys are up to. You can also find us on iHeartRadio and I believe iTunes, right, Logan?
Yes, you can find us over there as well.
Okay, so we're here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 Eastern time, and Saturdays, usually at noon, but sometimes we're a little late on Saturdays, depending on how life goes. Today, these guys are they're building their best defensive team of all time. So we're going to get with it, I guess. Oh, wait, guys, I'm Melanie, your moderator. Our analysts are Logan Landers.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday to all of us watching out there. Thank you for tuning in. Let's have a great show as usual.
Big Sean.
What's up?
And Jay McLovin.
Hey, what's up, H-Town? Let's get this bad boy kicking.
All right, let's get started building this team. So, Jay, who would be your top pick for defensive ends?
Yeah, so for defensive ends, we're a lot into that because there's a lot of really good defensive ends of all time and things of that nature. But so my two I got, and I'll cover just a little bit. As the first one is my boy out of the Buffalo, Bruce Smith, and then the other guy out of New York. And I hate New York Giants, but I can't overlook him in Michael Strahan. And so, you know, I look at Bruce Smith. He's an all-time sack leader at 200. He played in a 3-4 scheme, which doesn't actually lend itself to a lot of sacks. But, so that shows you how good he is. The 3-4 scheme is more linebacker heavy, so they're not really getting so much of a defensive end pressure on there. You only got 3 defensive down linemen. So for him to be able to get as many sacks and be the sack leader, do what he did, is very, very impressive on that. And I guess he dominated. He's an 11-time Pro Bowler. On the other flip side, you got Michael Strahan, who ranked 6th in sacks at 141. And, you know, for as much as he had a great smile, man, he had a even better demeanor on the field, and he had recorded a single season at 22 sacks, single season record. So Michael Strahan, Bruce Smith, those are my two guys on the ends coming around, and rightfully so. They're just really amazing specimens.
They really are.
All right, Shaw, who do you have for defensive ends?
Well, I just threw him in there. I said, man, it's going to be good. I got Jack Lambert. I hate Pittsburgh, but
you got to respect the game, though. You got to respect the game.
I can't. So we're doing linebackers and so hold on. We're doing the line or
just defensive ends.
Or it don't matter.
We're just doing defensive ends right now. Just defensive ends.
Oh, okay. Well,
next.
Okay. I'll leave Jack Lambert alone. I didn't say that. But the D-line, I hate Pittsburgh, but I will say this. I am a big Mean Joe Green fan.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I got all 4 of them. I got all 4 defensive lines on here. So I'm gonna tell you the 4 I got. You ready, Jay?
Say something now, Shaw.
You're gonna hear it anyway, Jay.
I'm waiting for it. What you got?
I got Mean Joe Green.
Okay.
That's a good player.
I got Reggie White. The late Reggie White.
Good player.
I got Deacon Jones, the late Deacon Jones, the great Deacon Jones. And I got Warren Sapp. Jay, I'm moving them guys around, Jay. I'm coming for you. Coming for you.
That's pretty scary. I'll give you that.
That's a good stack.
I'm coming for you.
I like the Reggie White pick.
You like all 4.
Deacon Jones. You went way back for Deacon Jones.
Huh?
Yeah. I said, you went way back for Deacon Jones. That's a good one. That was a good pick as well.
He was dangerous.
Yeah, he was.
Whew, that's good. I like that show.
Made my list, but I just had two other great ones I couldn't put in there. So, but Deacon almost got it on my list.
All
right, Logan, who do you have for defensive ends?
All right, so for mine, I'm going to go with kind of one that you might not remember, but whenever I looked him up, he was too impressive for me not to put on my list. But first, I want to say, what up, Ben Suttereth? Nice to see you on the show once again with your comments. Also, yes, we do have Bruce Smith. Yes, Jay put him on his list, so we do respect our boy Bruce. So don't worry, Ben, we got you covered. But for my two picks for defensive end, the first one I'm going to go with is a man by the name of Leroy Selman, played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from 1976 through 1984. 6 Pro Bowls during his career in the All-80s Decade team. And he finished his career with 78.5 sacks. And the thing I like most, 28.5 forced fumbles. So that means he's doing good at getting the ball out of the way and getting some turnovers. Sacks are nice and all, but it's even better to get that ball out of their hands. Trust me. So I got Leroy Selman for my first defensive end. And, hey, you guys picked a lot of good ones on the list, honestly. I had to look a little bit deeper and see who I was going to go with.
He went way deep.
Mm-hmm. But for my next one, I'm going to go with a man who's on the Minnesota Vikings also in the 70s and 80s, part of that great defense. I'm going to go with Carl Eller. Carl, great player, played from 64 through 78. Then he played with the Seahawks for a season, 6 Pro Bowls, Defensive Player of the Year. He only missed 3 games in his entire career, so he's going to stay on the field as much as he can. 1970s All-Decade team, 130 sacks in his career, and he had 7 seasons of over 10 plus Hall of Famer. So I got Carl Eller, and I also got Mr. Leroy Selman as my 2 defensive ends for a little bit of an obscure pick, but I'll take it, though. I like to go a little bit of a different route, and we got Ben chiming in with his 5 picks. He's got Bruce Smith, Reggie White, Kevin Green, good pick, Julius Peppers, and DeMarcus Ware. Okay, I like it. He went a little bit
I like that last one. DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware was a beast.
Jay, why you like DeMarcus Ware?
Hey, look, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he's a Cowboys. I get that.
Trash.
There's our first trash of the night.
Trash meter. There you go.
Right. Here we go. You haven't seen it in a few shows, but it is back. The Trashometer. Welcome back. We've been keeping Shaw under wraps for a few shows now, but once we get the Cowboys, it's coming out.
Yeah, it always comes out. He has so much hate for the Cowboys, man. So much hate.
All right.
All right. Moving on to defensive tackles. Jay, who do you have?
Yeah, I went with Reggie White. How do you not have, the minister of defense not on your team? I mean, he has the most sacks in the Super Bowl with 3. He invented the swim move, the forearm shiver, the bull rush. All 3 of those techniques helped him to fight off double teams. I'm telling you right, if Bruce Smith, not Bruce Smith, well, him too, but if Reggie White is not in your lineup, man, y'all got to rethink your stuff, because the minister of defense was always very well presented in sacking the quarterback. Had a lot of great explosion on Reggie White. My next one was Randy White. That's my Cowboys guy, man.
Oh, yeah.
Durable, great instincts, strong. I know probably Shaw's going to say that he's trash, but he was not trash. He was not trash.
That's trash, Jay. Everybody in Cowboy Nation is trash.
Man, the day Shaw puts a Cowboy on any of his teams is the day the world's going to burn, let me tell you.
I don't put a lot of Cowboys on my I can't say neutral one, but Randy White
put one on his whole squad.
Because you're not a Cowboys fan.
Oh, here we go. Not again.
All right, Shaw. Who do you have for defensive tackle?
I got a lot of people for defensive tackle.
Save some for me, big boy. I need them.
We're not on linebackers yet. I thought we was on linebackers, but
no.
And we're on tackle.
Defensive tackle.
Well, look, Jay, I said Reggie White already for that, but I do got an honorable mention. I said now if Reggie White does get hurt, I'm gonna put Michael Strahan in his spot.
That's a good one. That's good.
So he's my honorable mention. Warren Sapp. I got a lot of honorable mentions, but we're just gonna stick with Michael Strahan.
Warren Sapp was
if Reggie White gets hurt. Man. If Reggie White gets hurt, we're gonna get Michael Strahan in there.
That's fair.
That's a good. Hey, I take that lineup.
I would take it. I take any of
you like Dallas. You can't take that. You don't like the Giants. Dallas don't like the Giants. Yeah. How dare you say that?
That's true. I don't like the Giants, but I admire great players.
Yeah, he is a good player. He's better than DeMarcus Ware.
All right, Logan, who do you have?
DeMarcus Ware was pretty bad. That's a pretty bad.
No, he was. He trash, Jay.
Yeah, no, he was not trash. He was definitely not trash.
That man was trash.
I'm not even going to keep counting anymore. We done passed a whole lot of trash. So on to my list. My two defensive tackles. Jay, I'm going to go ahead and get this one out the way. You're going to love me for this one. I don't know how you didn't put him on here being a Cowboys fan and everything, man.
Because he ain't a Cowboys fan.
Jay, it's the man they call Mr. Cowboy, Bob Lilly.
Yeah.
Jay didn't know that.
Put him on there.
Jay, I thought about putting him on there, but like I said, I went with what I went with. Bob Lilly was great.
I had to just based on the fact that he didn't miss a single game his whole career. So he ain't going nowhere. He's playing every single snap.
He's like the Bruce Matthews of the defense, you know?
Mm-hmm. Real clutch player, too. Don't forget those sacks he had in the Super Bowl. Just an insane player, Hall of Famer, of course. But I got Bob Lilly for my pick. And then for my other one, I don't know which way to go with this one. But I'm going to go with a guy who was a beast in the 90s, someone I enjoyed watching. I'm going to go with Mr. John Randall from the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, that's
one of the most intense players of all time, I would say. Absolute beast. Led the sack.
Had the war paint on.
I had the war paint, too. He's going to be hyping us up in the locker room, trust me. He got 137 sacks, 556 tackles. The man's basically a Mack truck coming at you. So that's why I got Bob Lilly and I got John Randall for my two defensive tackles on my squad.
Yeah, I go with that. That's a good squad.
All right, guys. Let's move on to the linebackers. Jay, who you got?
All right. So I'm running a 4-3 scheme.
That's all I'm rocking with too.
So I got three linebackers of Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis, and Mike Singletary. Lawrence Taylor, obviously you have Lawrence Taylor anytime you talk about linebackers. The guy reinvented the position. His finesse, his football IQ. You know, he's the only linebacker to ever get the NFL MVP at the linebacker position. So, I mean, how do you not have Lawrence Taylor on your team? Secondly, Ray Lewis, man, come on. You know, listen, Ray Lewis was just a bad specimen of a man. He's like Lawrence Taylor Jr., if you will.
That's true.
He was an enforcer. He was intense. You know, he had 13 Pro Bowls as a middle linebacker. I mean, just amazing guy. Matter of fact, he's the only one that got the Super Bowl and Defensive Player of the Year. So that's why I got Ray Lewis in there. And to round it out, you got to have 1985's leader of the Bears defense, and Mike Singletary. Anybody know that guy was fast? He had they call him Samurai Mike for a reason, because he had that very, very laser intense focus. And that's my boy, man. That's my diss. I got to get Singletary, Lewis, and Mr. Taylor.
All right, Sean. Let's hear your linebackers now. Oh,
I already told y'all one of my linebackers already.
That's fair.
My uncle is a big Pittsburgh fan, and I got a good friend. She's a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I think I made her proud when I said Jack Lambert and Mean Joe Green. But it don't matter what kind of defense I'm running. I don't really care about that. Now, I got Jack Lambert. I love Dick Buckets. He's one of the best. That man was great. And the late Derek Thomas and Lawrence Taylor. No, I don't got Ray Lewis. I don't need Ray Lewis on this line here. Jay, that's enough. We need to knock your head off.
Hey, as long as you got Lawrence Lawrence Taylor on your linebackers, I'm okay with that lineup because if you have Lawrence Taylor, I would have to come over there and re-educate.
I almost did, Jay. They got really good linebackers besides Lawrence Taylor, but I'm a big Lawrence Taylor fan. See, I will say this: if Jack Lambert do get hurt, I talked to Mean Joe Green. He told me he'll be the honorable mention if Jack Lambert gets hurt. So Mean Joe Green will be the backup. I'm coming for you, Jay.
I like the Mean Joe Green. I do. I like the Mean Joe Green. That's a good pickup. I like that.
You know, before we go to the next one,
not as good as mine. I mean, your lineup isn't as good as mine, but
Jay, mine is better than yours, Jay. My linebacker to kill you.
My defensive ends would kill yours, so it's all going to work out.
Jay, my defensive line, and my linebackers will whoop you. Them boys will smoke you.
You really think that Derek Thomas could beat up on Ray freaking Lewis?
Derek Thomas wasn't no slouch, Jay. Derek Thomas was a fool.
Hey, you know what? I'm not even listening to you anymore because that's insane. That's just
Hold
insane.
on, what are you saying? Now, Jay, I'm not comparing them to. All I said was Derek Thomas was amazing. Now, if anybody said he wasn't amazing, I would pick him over Ray Lewis any day. I said that before.
Yeah, he has.
I said that before. I pick Brooks over Ray Lewis every day.
He is consistent with it.
Because I've seen Brooks play more than Ray Lewis. So, I just can't say Ray Lewis because everybody going to pick Ray Lewis.
I got you. I mean, it's just Ray Lewis makes an arguable case of why he would be on your team. I mean,
he ain't on my team.
You got Derek Thomas on your team. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Logan, what you got, buddy?
Let's do it. So for like I said, I'm with Jay. I'm rocking that 4-3. So I got three linebackers as well on my team. For my first one, I'm going to go with the late but great Junior Seau. We all know how great that man was, how impactful his career was in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute beast at his position from the 90s to the 2000s. Amazing career, 12 Pro Bowls also, man, 55 sacks, over 1,000 career tackles. We know how impressive he was. I don't have to say anymore. It's Junior freaking Seau. We all know who he is.
Yeah, it is. It is Junior
Absolute legend.
Yeah.
All right, and next one I'm going to go with, a little bit of a surprise pick. I picked him for a few reasons. One, it's Big Shaw's new favorite team. Two, I've had the pleasure of talking to this man before on my other show. Great human being also. I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to go with Ricky Jackson. Absolute intense player. Hall of Famer as well. Let me throw that one out there. 6-time Pro Bowler. 1-time champion in the NFL. Played with the San Francisco 49ers. He told me the reason he went over there is get a ring, and he got it. So I'm cool with it. 128 career sacks also. Top 20 all-time. Hall of Famer. What more can you say? So I'm bringing some pressure with my guys. I ain't going for guys who are going to lean back and get some picks. I'm going with guys who are going to come and just get the quarterback, throw him into the ground, go and choke slam him all the way to hell, and that's who I got. For my third and final linebacker, man, I got to win a few different ways with this. I really could. There's a lot of really good players, but, man, there is Derek Brooks, like Shaw mentioned, but Shaw already picked him, so I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to go a different route because I like to be a little bit of original here. I like to have my own little flavor. And for me, for my third and final linebacker, I'm going to go with Jack Ham of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Man, they're going to be proud of us.
Steelers are going to love us today. 4-time champion, so he's got the swagger. 8 Pro Bowls as well. Heck of a career was Jack Ham, man. So ain't no one getting past my linebackers. Let's just be real. No one's getting past any of us. Our teams are going to win. Look, our offense is potent. Our defenses have nightmares. So we're going to win, 16-0 for 15 seasons in a row. Ain't no one losing us.
Yeah, unlike the 72 Dolphins, we'll have the big name defense instead of the no-name defense.
That's what we're rocking with over here on our team, man.
Big name defense. All
right, guys. So before we move on, I wanted to mention for next month in March, which is just starting on Mondays, March the 1st, we've got kind of a promo giveaway because we had reached 1,000 viewers on Facebook. Logan, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah. So first off, let me just say thank you to everybody out there who's ever tuned into a program. If this is your first time watching or listening to our show, thank you. And if you're a longtime listener, like Ben Southern, like Frankie Cruz, like everyone else out there who's been liking, commenting, sharing, we got a little special treat for y'all. Since we hit 1,000 page likes on Facebook, we're almost hitting 1,100. We'll probably get it during the show, honestly. So round of applause for everybody here. We, at all of us at Unscripted, we've got something special for y'all in the month of March. We have a jersey giveaway. So the real question, how do you win this jersey? Well, it's just simple. You just got to like, you got to comment a whole lot, and most importantly, you got to share it. You got to share it to all the Facebook groups that you can get your hands on, and you will win a jersey of your choosing. Now, these aren't just cheap-made plastic jerseys that are going to rip apart as soon as you wash it one time. We're not like that over here. We give you guys quality. We are giving you hand-stitched, amazing, high-quality jerseys of your choosing. You pick the team, we'll get you the jersey. It could be whatever sport you want. If you want a basketball jersey, if you like the Lakers, we'll get you a Lakers jersey. If you like football and you want a Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey, we'll get you that, man. Hey, whatever jersey you want, if you want whatever team, we can't guarantee the player, but if you can get the team, we'll get you a jersey of your choosing. So just be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe all of our videos, and we will get you guys that jersey. At the end of the month of March, we'll tally it all up, and we'll get that jersey over to you. So best of luck to everyone out there, and good luck starting on Tuesday, the first day that this will kick off.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks to all of our viewers out there who are sharing our show and being part of our show with all the comments. So let's see. The next thing we have is cornerbacks. Jay, who do you got for cornerbacks?
Oh, Jay froze?
I think he froze. Jay, did you freeze? There you go.
There we are.
No, I man, you know me, man. If I could back play internet, I'd be freezing and going at the same time. Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah. So for defensive backs, I believe I went with I did. I went with Deion Sanders. How do you not put Neon in your quarterback? The man only shuts down like half the field.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right.
There we go.
Right. Y'all still with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got Neon Landers because he's the only man that can shut down half the field and then put everything else on the other side. Anybody that can shut down half of the football field deserves to be on your list as one of the greatest quarterbacks to play the game. The other one I got is Darrelle Revis because I like his speed, I like his physicality, and he's tough to get open against. So he can almost shut you down as well. So I got Darrelle Revis and I got Neon Deion as my two cornerbacks for various reasons. Obviously, their speed, their ability to cover the field, and I don't know how you don't have Neon Deion on your team. That's a
good one, Jay.
And that's what I got. And I'm going with it, and I'm pretty sure Big Shaw can't top that list.
Jay, I got 4 cornerbacks. I'll do it all.
Here we go.
I'm going all the way.
You're killing me here, Shaw.
Hey, listen, it's a 12-man game or 11-man game. It's not 32 players on your formation.
Jay, I'm doing it all, Jay. I'm doing it all.
Shaw's 1 through 4s are going to be amazing.
I want the whole lineup. I want everything in there.
That training camp's going to be amazing, having all those guys go ahead.
I got,
who you got, Shaw?
My first one is Mel Blount.
Oh, okay.
And Night Train Lane.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one.
Darryl Green. And Deion Sanders. Now, my honorable mention, be quiet, Jay. Honorable mention is Champ Bailey. So if somebody get hurt, Champ Bailey will come in and take their spot.
Okay. I can do that.
Jay, throw that ball. Throw that ball, Jay. I bet you won't throw that ball.
Like 15 different quarterbacks. I mean, I hope somebody can get it.
Jay, why do 2? Why do 2? Why you can do 4?
That is fair.
You're only doing 2. I brought the whole team.
I'm about to tell you, Shaw's doing a whole roster.
Jay, I bet you won't throw the ball that way. You ain't gonna throw the ball towards Night Train Lane.
Look, they might not even get to they might get a chance to throw the ball with our D lines and their linebackers. That's the thing is that our quarterbacks and our safeties are more like if they even get a chance.
Man, I would love to see that game. With all of our players and stuff. That'd be amazing.
That'd be nasty.
All right, Logan, you're up, baby.
All right, my 2 picks for cornerback. I'm surprised these 2 didn't get picked. Same last name, but not related. I got Rod and Charles Woodson. 2 absolute studs. Charles Woodson just recently turned a Hall of Famer. Rod Woodson, already a Hall of Famer. Woodson, we got a lot of Steelers on this list, I've noticed. Woodson played with the Steelers. I know Jack Ham, Charles got a bunch of his guys, Mean Joe Green, all those guys. The Steelers are well represented in this show today, let me just say first. But Woodson, 11-time Pro Bowler, 71 career interceptions, top 5 all time. What can I say? And then Charles Woodson, hey, like I said, just got into his own Hall of Fame, played with the Oakland Raiders for a long time, went to the Packers for a little bit, Super Bowl champ, 9 Pro Bowls, and 65 interceptions. So both those guys are going to pick off the ball seemingly, if not one play, then every other play. So I'm pretty much set on that. For honorable mention, since Shaw's been throwing them out there, I'll put mine out there as well. I'll put Mike Haynes out there, an amazing player for both the New England Patriots as well as the Los Angeles Raiders. 9 Pro Bowls as well, 46 interceptions, and another Hall of Famer. So that's if one of those guys gets hurt. So I went very Raider heavy on my for my list for my cornerbacks, and hey, how can you not? Those guys are great.
Raider heavy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they got good corners. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they're good players. Absolutely.
All right, we're near the end.
All right,
here.
moving on. Who do we have for safeties, Jay?
So, because Rod Woodson can play both corner and safety, I put Rod Woodson at the safety spot. That's he was basically doing Neon Dion type of things before Neon Dion was even invented. So he was the pre-Neon Dion. But he just did what Dion did, but with less flash, right? And unfortunately, Deion Sanders wasn't a great tackler, but Rod Woodson was. So, right. And he can also blitz from the corner. So I want somebody who can put pressure from the corner that's going to do Neon Dion things, but just without the flash, and also can tackle, because I want my safety to be able to tackle.
Hey, that's fair. That's good.
And then, so that was one. And then the other safety I put in there was Ronnie Lott. I don't know. If you look back at those old school Cowboys games, Ronnie Lott was a big time safety, and he could just chase you down. He could chase anybody down on the field. He was just lightning quick, and he had a great just like Lawrence Taylor. He had a very good football IQ. So that's what I got. I got Ronnie Lott, and I got Rod Woodson as my safeties. That rounds out my badass defense.
Yeah, that's pretty tough, Jay. Jesus Christ.
All right, Shaw, who do you have for safeties?
Well, I'm going to go with my honorable mentions first.
Okay.
My first honorable mention is Ed Reed and Brian Dawkins. We got a no-fly zone coming. We trying to knock heads off.
Those are your backups too, Shaw. Those are
my backups. Now, my starters. I'm gonna say the best for last. My starter is Ronnie Lott. And my favorite safety, he
must be cheating off my paper.
Yeah, right.
He knocked heads off, but you didn't have honorable mentions, Jay. You don't got backups. You just put the people in the games. I got backups. Sean Taylor.
That's
Jay.
good.
I got hitters on my squad, Jay. We got hitters.
You killing people.
We got hitters, Jay. We trying to knock heads off.
There you are. That's a good line.
Running Lott of not Jerry Rice's head off. The Jerry Rice didn't play for the 49ers. Running Lott to light him up like a Christmas tree. Sean Taylor would too. The Great Lake Sean Taylor. Jay, my team's some hitters.
They really are.
Some hitters, Jay.
No, some of your team is in the dirt. You're going to have to dig them up and put them back on the field.
I wish I could.
There were some great players. Let's just be real.
The way you see my coaches, though, Jay, my coaching is killers, too. I got the coaches, too.
All right, Logan, who do you have for safeties?
For my first safety, I'm going to go with a man who played with the Houston Oilers, as well as friend of the show, Daniel Kelly's favorite team, the Washington Redskins. I'm going to go with 12-time Pro Bowler Ken Houston.
Yeah.
Absolute great player, almost 50 interceptions, 12 Pro Bowls, which is it's got to be at least top 10 all time, off the top of my head. Yeah, but 12 Pro Bowls? Are you kidding me? For a safety? Man, yeah, he got 9 touchdowns as well. Just an absolute menace in the backfield, and definitely worthy of a starting job on my fantasy team. So for my second one that I had to go with, like I said, I got to go back a little bit. Shaw, you guys have both been picking away at my list a little bit, so I had to tinker with it sometimes. I got backups on top of my backups in case for y'all. So for my second one, like I said, let me look around here, but I'm trying not to pick another Steeler, man, because we've done a lot of Steelers.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna go with a guy who I liked watching growing up, and that's gonna go with Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Absolute great player, even better mane of hair. Absolute force to be reckoned with. But yeah, I gotta go with Troy Polamalu, man. He was an absolute beast in the early 2000s with the Steelers. Helped them out tremendously, and man, just an overall great player, man. Did he get signed into the Hall of Fame yet? I don't know if he has.
I don't believe so yet. I don't think he's in it yet, but he will be.
He better be. Let me say, he better be as good as he was.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. He'll definitely get in there for sure.
Yeah, but that's my other pick. I got Ken Houston, and I got Troy Polamalu for my safeties in case something ever goes wrong. So
yeah,
I see Frankie Cruz finally showed up.
About time, Frank. You've been waiting for you all day.
Yeah, you want to hear my coaches? Check out my coaching staff.
I want to hear your coaching staff, Shaw.
My coaching staff.
Let's go.
Above and beyond, by the way.
I got my boy Vince Lombardi. He gonna lead the pack.
That's good.
I got my brother Tony Dungy.
Jesus Christ.
And Don Shula and John Madden. Now, if somebody gets sick, if a coach gets sick and we need help, I got what's his name? Chuck Noll. That's my boy, and Jimmy Johnson. So Jay, if somebody gets sick, my coaching staff is ready. Jay.
Yeah, I can tell.
Jay, we're going to Super Bowl.
Y'all better get a Super Bowl.
We're going to 12 Super Bowl.
You know what? But you know what I don't understand is why don't you have Belichick on there, man?
Jay, I don't want Belichick.
You don't want him.
He's the master of the universe when it comes to coaches.
That's the problem. Let's do
that. Doesn't make no damn sense to me.
See, look, Jay, that's difference between me and you. I don't go with the in crowd. I go.
Oh, we know you go out way outside.
Way. I don't go with everybody else's way. I go Big Shaw's way.
We know, Shaw.
I go Big Shaw's way.
Oh, we certainly.
I don't need
realize that over the weeks and months.
On this old head squad, we won't need him. We don't need him. They made Bill Belichick. Without these guys, there won't be no Bill Belichick or Nick Saban there. These guys, put their foot in the dirt for them fools.
Yeah.
I like the picks. I just thought, man, I feel like for coaches, man, Belichick should be in there.
Jay, these guys, what's the reason for Bill Belichick now? Without them guys, you won't be no Bill Belichick. Come on, Jay. These old heads. I don't want the old heads.
Okay.
I want the old heads, Jay. Old heads. And my cheerleaders.
Oh my God.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Oh,
that's the only thing I like the Dallas Cowboys. It's them cheerleaders, Jay.
The cowboy reference from Shaw.
Woo, them cheerleaders.
About time. The streak is over.
Man. Them cheerleaders look nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I heard Big Shaw tried out for the cheerleaders, but they said that he wasn't graceful enough to get the job.
Huh?
I said I heard you were one of the contestants to try out for the show, Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, but you weren't graceful enough.
No, I didn't want to get on. I say I don't want to be a cheerleader anyway. I just want to watch y'all cheer. So, but they got some pretty good cheerleaders. Jay, I can see you putting on a mini skirt and getting out there and cheer.
I would. I put it on. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. And nobody can twerk better than me, man.
Jay.
No.
Well, you can twerk later on.
I'm out there just taking all the attention off the players. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Frankie knows. Frankie knows that I can twerk.
I think
All right,
Frankie might have
guys.
already left after that comment. He just
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
we're-
gone. He's gone.
you kicked him out, Jay. Attaboy.
All right, guys. Is that it for tonight?
That is it. We wrap things up. We got
Oh
our
wow.
defensive
That's
Short
our
squad.
and sweet show
49
tonight.
show we've done yet.
Yeah. So we want to thank everybody for joining us this evening for this episode of Unscripted Sports Podcast. Don't forget to check us out March 6th. We have a very special guest that's going to be with us. Rob Parker is joining us from Fox Sports. He's a great analyst there. You guys can check him out. Our guys are going to pick his brain and see what he's got going on. You can find us, of course, on Facebook, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. We are here Tuesdays, Thursdays, 9 Eastern, and Saturdays at noon. And we'd like to thank all of our viewers for commenting and for watching our show. And don't forget about our T-shirt giveaway for March. Make sure you're sharing and commenting and liking through Facebook. And I guess that's all for this evening.
Oh, yeah.
Have a great night.
See you guys Tuesday.
You're listening to Unscripted on Northeast Streaming Sports.